Did you know that rates of loneliness have doubled in the last 50 years? This staggering statistic paints a clear picture. We are facing a silent epidemic of loneliness. Loneliness is a complex emotion, often misunderstood and stigmatized. It's a feeling of profound disconnection from others, leaving us feeling empty and alone. This isn't just a fleeting feeling of sadness, it's a pervasive state that can have a devastating impact on our mental well-being. Loneliness is not merely about being alone, it's about the perceived absence of meaningful connections. This distinction is crucial. We can be surrounded by people and still feel utterly alone. This feeling of isolation is not a weakness, it's a signal, a cry for connection that our brains are hardwired to express. In this essay, we'll delve into the profound impact of loneliness on our minds and explore practical solutions to reclaim our sense of belonging. Loneliness and solitude are often used interchangeably, but they are distinctly different experiences. Solitude is a state of being alone, often by choice, where we find solace and rejuvenation in our own company. It's a time for introspection, creativity, and self-discovery. Loneliness, however, is an unwelcome companion, a feeling of emptiness and isolation that seeps into our lives, casting a shadow over our thoughts and emotions. Imagine yourself curled up with a good book, a warm cup of tea in hand, enjoying the quiet solitude of your living room. This is solitude, a conscious choice to disconnect from the outside world and reconnect with ourselves. Now picture yourself in the same room, but the silence is deafening. The walls feel like they're closing in, and a profound sense of emptiness washes over you. This is loneliness, a distressing feeling of isolation and disconnection. Understanding this crucial difference is the first step towards addressing the issue of loneliness and its impact on our mental health. The impact of loneliness on our mental health is profound and far-reaching. It's not merely a fleeting feeling of sadness, it's a pervasive state of distress that can have long-term consequences for our well-being. Studies have shown a strong correlation between loneliness and an increased risk of anxiety and depression. When we feel disconnected from others, our brains release stress hormones like cortisol, which, over time, can lead to chronic inflammation and impair the function of brain regions responsible for mood regulation. Furthermore, loneliness can also contribute to cognitive decline. Our brains thrive on social interaction, and when we're deprived of meaningful connections, our cognitive abilities, such as memory and attention, can suffer. Imagine our brains as muscles that need regular exercise to stay sharp. Social interaction is the workout our brains crave, and without it, our cognitive function can deteriorate. The impact of loneliness extends beyond our emotions. It affects our very ability to think, remember, and process information. Combating loneliness requires a multifaceted approach, but the first step is acknowledging the problem and understanding its root causes. We need to dismantle the stigma surrounding loneliness and create safe spaces for open and honest conversations about this pervasive issue. Reaching out to others, even when it feels daunting, is crucial. Joining community groups, volunteering, or simply striking up conversations with strangers can help forge new connections and alleviate feelings of isolation. Cultivating self-compassion is equally important. Treat yourself with the same kindness and understanding you would offer a dear friend. Engage in activities that bring you joy and prioritize self-care. Remember, you are worthy of connection and belonging. By fostering a sense of self-worth and actively seeking out meaningful connections, we can begin to mend the social fabric of our lives and combat the silent epidemic of loneliness.